for us, you're saying? Yeah. Otherwise, we're going to have to tell them. The stream might already be live. If you guys are ready to go. Wait. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Frisco, Texas, Field 4 at Toyota Soccer Center for the 2016 Generation Adidas Cup. One of the giants of Argentine soccer, River Plate, facing off against one of the premier academies in the United States and Major League Soccer system in the New York Red Bulls. Here in the championship division, our second broadcast of the afternoon, and the first one, the Colorado Rapids, falling to FC Tokyo 1-0. And these are two teams that are ready to get after it. Both coaching staffs very confident in their team's ability as well. New York dealing with a depleted lineup, a red card in the last game, as well as a sickness going around the team. For them in goal, Samuel Ilin. Once again, Chris Gloucester at left back, Ben Brogard, DeAndre Golding, and Evan Peters across the back line. In the midfield, a fulcrum for this team, Kazuyoshi Shigenobu and Vincent Borden, who scored the goal against the LA Galaxy. JP Marin sitting in front of them across the front three in the attacking third. William Rojas on the right. Zach Ryan, who tied for leading goal scorer in qualifying for them, right up the middle, number 14, and out left, the man he tied with, Omir Fernandez, number 19, leading scorer in league play, and him and Ryan both 6 goals in qualifying. You see River Plate getting ready in their classic, iconic white shirt with the red strip down the side. For them, the same starting lineup coming into this one as the last game. In goal, number 1, Juan Rojas. As you can see, the giant banner on the far side. The River Plate fans never missing an opportunity to support their time-honored club as we are prepared to kick off here. River Plate currently sitting in second place in the group because the LA Galaxy and Aspire Academy, the other two teams in this group, have already played. The LA Galaxy beat the New York Red Bulls on PKs in the first match of the group stage. So the LA Galaxy picked up 2 points there. The Red Bulls pick up 1 for a loss in a penalty kick shootout. LA just picked up 2 more points in another PK win over Aspire Academy. So they sit on 4 points. River Plate beat Aspire Academy 2-1 in their first match as this shot comes in and Ilin takes it cleanly. So River Plate sit on 3 points. The New York Red Bulls on 1 point. With that PK loss, and Aspire Academy now sitting on 1 point with their PK loss to the Galaxy after 2 games played. In goal there, Juan Rojas, once again, number 1 across the back line. Mateo Martinez, Matias Sanchez as well. Facundo Medina, as well as Augusto Aguirre. The captain in the midfield for this one, Santiago Sosa. Around him, Ferreira, the number 10. Molina in front of him, and Delgadillo out wide right. Federico Girotti up top. He scored 1 of the 2 goals in the last game, and Damian Shiro is the other starting striker. Matias Sanchez, who scored the other goal to beat Aspire Academy, is starting this game on the bench. Played out of bounds by Golding, quickly taken for River Plate. Cleaned up easily by Ilin. This is one of the top matchups of the group stage. New York Red Bulls Academy led the Eastern Conference in qualifying for this competition. The most goals scored in qualifying, as well as the least goals conceded, just 5 goals conceded in all of qualifying. They won the Premier Division Championship last year at this Generation Adidas Cup. And River Plate, of course, perennial Argentine powerhouse. Copa Libertadores at the first level, champions last year, along with Boca Juniors, one of the 2 biggest clubs in all of Argentina. And they came here last year with a U17 squad and won the championship division title. These two teams looking forward to facing off against each other. As it has now come, we have a few more games going on behind us. We'll let you know the results of and how they affect the group standings here on the end of the second day. This will be the last game to finish, the two 4:30 games, kicking off a little bit late due to the penalty kicks in the LA Galaxy game and the San Jose match as well. That one was a bit delayed with a little bit of a chaotic finish. The University thought they chilly, knocking off San Jose 3-1. And LA Galaxy, as I said before, beating Aspire. FC Dallas Academy, who was on our stream in the first match day, beating Valencia 3-1, fell to Toronto FC 2-0 just 2 hours ago here, over here on one of the fields by us. A lot of action going on. Early collision. The referee over to handle it. This New York Red Bulls team, a lot of experience. Multiple players, as you see the foul there, multiple players playing either youth international soccer, a few of them playing up with the U17s, U18s. I'll tell you about that as we go along. And a player number 16 in center midfield, Vincent Borden, who scored the goal in the first matchup, who actually went over to Croatia and was playing in the Dynamo Zagreb Academy before coming back to the United States. Shigenobu in a battle over there on the far side. River Plate comes away with it. Out of bounds, the throw in to River. Shiro on that far side in the battle. As expected, the games have gotten a bit more tense here on the second day. A lot more physical play as we see a foul called there. A few red cards shown in some of the games across the fields. Here today we saw one in the first game for the Colorado Rapids. The Red Bulls, as I said, had one called against them in the last game, Ben Mines. Their number 9, starting out on the right wing, was issued a straight red card, and so we'll miss this one. A big loss for this New York team, one of the better athletes, more creative players on the team. New York will face off against Aspire Academy in their third match. River Plate will take on the LA Galaxy. Temperature still right around 50 degrees, cool but sunny. Sun starting to set, a strong wind going left to right on your television or computer screen. So it'll be at the backs of the New York Red Bull team in this first half, and at the back of River Plate in the second half. We've seen it really affect games so far today. We saw Columbus currently playing Villarreal on another field, stuck in their own half the entire first half, trailing 1-0, and then scoring a goal and tying it up in the second half with the win. Cross comes in, clipped over the top, still alive now for River. Delgadillo on the ball, trying to find some room to operate, and finally does go out of bounds. William Rojas does a good job coming back to help defend. You see the replay of that cross. Frisco, Texas is the site. FC Dallas, the gracious host for this competition. They got a great crowd out for their game today. They fell to Toronto FC. Toronto FC 2 goals, barely a minute apart, right into the second half, giving Toronto FC their first win here. The Mexican U16 national team currently leading Valencia in the other match in that group, which would be a good result for Toronto and Dallas, who would bring them all even in group play. Or excuse me, we would put Mexico actually up at the front with FC Dallas and Mexico to face off in the last game. River working from left to right smoothly. River able to win the ball back. New York trying to keep the ball in front of them. Pushed out wide left. Medina coming up from his fullback position. Ferreira. The layoff not hard enough. Molina is able to recover, but it goes out in favor of New York, so Peters will take the throw in. Now we'll go out over the end line for a goal kick. Golding able to read that one. He heads it away. Golding, a consistent starter for this team, starting 12 of the 13 group league matches for this New York Red Bulls team in USDAA play. Both these teams taking a little bit of time to find their feet. Ball played on, though. Good opportunity here for New York. And they rip the shot just wide. And the one man you want that play to fall to, Fernandez coming in off the wing. He knows how to work very well off of Zach Ryan. Coming in right behind him. Just pulls that shot a little bit too hard. It looked like it bounced up well for him. Couldn't get a good hold of it. Missing that far post. First good look of the game, though, goes to New York. New York closing down on River once again. Shigenobu able to win it away. Now the layoff from Rojas to Borden. Fernandez chasing, but he won't be able to save that one. River Plate definitely given a test in their first match, Aspire Academy, another team that came to this competition last year. They struggled heavily last year. They took a 1-0 lead against River, actually, and held that lead the entire first half and a large part of the second half before River scored 2 late goals to take the 2-1 win. River really walked through the group stage last year in this competition before knocking off Palmeiras and Eintracht Frankfurt in the playoffs for a championship. We have one more day of group stage play coming up. And then next Thursday, we head into the big stadium, Toyota Stadium, to host all 4 of our semifinal matchups. They will all be streamed here on MLSsoccer.com. And then Saturday, our 2 championships here once again on MLSsoccer.com. Great move, cross-played in, knocked away. Battle now. J.P. Marin is able to win that foul. New York now will restart it. Marin able to get out of trouble there. Now Rojas put under pressure. He gets it to Peters' feet. Good work from New York under pressure. Borden with the ball once again. Fernandez coming off the wing. He gets taken down. Ref waves play on, and we continue. New York once again cutting open that River defense down the middle, and Fernandez with the run off the wing. Shigenobu trying to foul the opposition. Play on called. Molina sprays it wide to Girotti. Girotti with the cross all the way across the box. Golding does a great job to head it away. Illen was beat on that cross. If Shero could have gotten to it. Shigenobu wins it. Now Borden looking to get rid of it. That one deflected and out for a New York throw-in. Ryan losing possession. Zach Ryan up top. The big forward for New York, 11 goals in Development Academy play. 6 goals as well in Generation Adidas Cup qualifying. Big collision. It looks like Vincent Borden's going to get the first card of the game. A loud collision between those two, and the trainer now coming out. Looked like Javier Molina coming across the field. And nothing New York can do about this one. Borden will get the card finally here in the 15th minute. Borden, a thundering goal in the first game against LA. Ball popping out on the top of the box, sitting up well for him. Borden hitting it clean off the half volley, powering it into the far post to open up scoring. Really the first great goal we saw in this competition. Great flick on that far side from Girotti. And it goes out for a throw-in to River. Valencia in Mexico in a penalty kick shootout behind us. It's the cheering that you will be hearing every once in a while as the two teams shoot. Like Galaxy really making a name for themselves as a penalty kick shooting expertise team. Zach Ryan hoping to score some open field goals, regulation goals here today, and avoid another penalty kick shootout for New York. And this River Plate team, an intimidating team, but everyone around this competition that's coming down here, all the coaches, experts, scouts, feel that New York has every ability to go toe-to-toe with River. Set piece coming here. Peters will float it in to the middle of the box. Ryan trying to flick it on. Still alive in the box. And Rojas does well to command his box. A punt a little bit low. New York able to keep it alive. Fernandez trying to slip a teammate in. And it's turned over. Delgadillo starting the attack the other way. Ferreira floats it over, and Girotti is offsides. Federico Girotti trying to get an early step to get himself in one-on-one on goal. And the referee makes the call. Ilin taking his time to take this one. Samuel Ilin also starting in the first match against the Galaxy. Over with the ball down the right side. Molina has been very dangerous so far this game. Active, floating out wide right and playing down the middle as well. Ball bounces off him and goes out of bounds. Throw in here for River. Knocked back out. Almost 20 minutes into the first half here. New York with the best opportunity of the game so far. Fernandez, their leading scorer in both qualifying and league play, finding his way in behind that River backline. Shot set up nicely for him. Couldn't put it on frame. Pulling that one wide. And almost had another half chance as well later in the game. River have had a lot of possession. A few dangerous crosses put in, but nothing that anyone's been able to get onto the end of. This one goes out, it looks like in favor of River. River trying to turn up the speed a little bit in the game. A team, great athletes, great physicality. Shigenobu with the foul called against him. He's not happy with it and may actually be getting himself into more trouble than he has to. And he picks up a yellow card unnecessarily there. A bad moment from the experienced midfielder in the 20th minute. Kazuyoshi Shigenobu, known as Kaz, for this team. He picks up the yellow card there, one of the stalwarts for this team. They can't afford to lose any more players, of course. Can't afford to go down at all. Here, the last game now of the day. Everyone coming around to watch. JP Marin taken down, and the foul will go against Marin. So another set piece opportunity for River Plate. New York coming in here, coached by Jeff Zahn. Under a lot of pressure over this last minute. And they'll have to defend another set piece opportunity here. Headed back into the box and then cleared away by New York. Throw-in will go to River. They still have the opportunity to put some pressure on. Marin knocks it out once again. New York with numbers back behind the ball. Only Zach Ryan ahead of the ball. Everyone else for New York deep in their own half trying to defend. Golden can't win that one. Medina throws it in quickly. Shiro now with the outside of the foot cross, and Ilin with the save. Gorgeous setup from River Plate. Shiroti looking for his second goal of the tournament, and Samuel Ilin, not much time to think about that one, makes the save and now out for a corner kick as River Plate continues the pressure. New York setting up everyone in the box now with Ryan coming back to help defend this. So no outlet for them. Played at the near post. Shigenobu slips. Keeps it alive. Floated into the far post. An opportunity to cross or shoot once again. Marin trying to clear. Golding chasing it out. This one will go out for a throw-in. River Plate turning up the pressure. The best opportunity of the game there, falling to Girati. Cleared by Rojas. Ryan can't win the header, but he's able to earn the throw-in. Let New York take a moment to breathe and push their numbers up a little bit. This game back and forth the opening 20 minutes. River Plate turning on the pressure over the last few. New York will see if they can respond. Fernandez still 2 good goal-scoring looks early in the game for them. Looks like an offsides call. Going against Ryan on the far side. Zach Ryan recently committing himself to play at Stanford, following in the footsteps of another American forward in Jordan Morris. It's on everyone's lips down here as he'll be heading to Frisco next week for Olympic qualifying. And their 2-leg matchup against Columbia for the U23s. A number of players in the matchup that spent time here at the Generation Adidas Cup in their career, as River Plate now are looking for the opening. Giroti did everything right, and the cross hit just a little too softly, allowing New York to recover and clear. Can New York hold on through this storm? River looking for that first goal. Goes out of bounds off Shiro. New York led against LA before giving up a goal late after falling down a man. As I said, only gave up 5 goals in all of qualifying. River actually falling down to Aspire and then fighting their way back from a 1-0 deficit. Ball over the top, Illan coming out, and he's able to get there just before the opposition. He rolls it out to Gloucester. Christopher Gloucester just called up to this session of US U17 residency, so he'll be heading down to Florida, following the footsteps of Tyler Adams and other US Red Bull players. These New York players could see within months playing professionally with the USL team. We saw Mason Deeds and Brian Saramago last year with this team, and then moving up to play with the Red Bulls too immediately. Ball trapped on the top of the box. Big tackle on the top. Illan with the save off the post and in. The opening goal for River Plate. It's been coming for the past 5 minutes, and River finally able to finish it off. Damian Shiro with the goal. His first of the competition, the first of the game, and River take a huge 1-0 lead with 10 minutes left in the first half. River Plate numerous opportunities over the last 5 minutes. New York struggling to get possession as this first half wore on. Illan doing all he could, got a fingertip to it, pushed it on to the post, although it looked like Giroti was there to tap it in case he had to. And River Plate getting themselves the lead in this game, not having to fight from behind. New York now about 10 minutes left in this first half to try and find their feet again. Let's see if they can maybe draw level going in to the halftime talk. JP Marincock coming in very late there. Looked like he fouled the captain there, Santiago Sosa. Oh, excuse me, Javier Molina. A lot of work to do in this game so far for our officials. Our head official, Luis Gardia. His 2 assistant refs, Jeff Skinker and TJ Zablocki. And our 4th official today, Malik Badawi. River Plate once again bringing a team of mature athletic players, great individual skill. We've seen them combine fluidly so far in this game. Here once again, Molina trying to create the opening. Now Borden will clear for Ryan. And with the wind at his back, that one's going to blow easily back to Rojas. Ryan, not a lot of touches so far in this game. The big hold-up striker. He had the layoff for Fernandez's big chance, which could have made it 1-0 in favor of New York. Shigenobu with the steal. Good 1-2 between Ryan and Marin. That pass red. Rojas trying to keep it alive. Well defended and eventually cleared away for River by Medina. Rojas now on the ball again. Composure from him, trying to work away from pressure, and he can't find a teammate. New York confident on the ball in the first 15-20. Now here over the past 10 minutes, struggling a little bit more to connect, to find their teammates. New York, FC Dallas, and the LA Galaxy, you have to say right now, three of the preeminent youth academy teams. Toronto FC putting themselves in that conversation this year, qualifying for the championship division at the GA Cup, as well as now knocking off FC Dallas in their head-to-head matchup today. Peters bangs that one off a few players, and then a free kick will go in favor of New York. Ferreira going through the back there of Rojas. Peters will take this free kick as well. Not a lot of options in front of him, but Borden and Ryan are two very big ones. Vincent Borden, the towering center midfielder. Deep throw in here for New York. They're in no rush. An opportunity to clear their lines and take a breath. This one goes out of bounds again for a throw. Cleared out. Brogdon with the knockdown. New York having to delay River a little here to get their numbers back defensively, which they do. Now River on the attack. The goal scorer, Shiro, with the ball. Ryan can't win it back for New York. Another loud fall to the ground, but no call made this time. Medina working up from that left back position once again. Off to Ferreira. No pressure on Sosa or Ferreira here. Little Sosa. Peters able to clear, but only to the feet of Sosa. The long ball clipped to the far post. Illen out. He can't win it. The header played down, still alive in the box. Brogdon able to intercept that. His clearance off himself and out for a throw-in. Samuel Illen taking a risk there, trying to help out his back line and win that cross. River Plate able to keep it alive. Sosa pushes it wide. Medina consistently coming up from that left back position to be part of the attack. Illen able to knock that one down, cleanly taken from him. New York will have to find a way to slow Medina down, with only Zach Ryan playing up top exclusively. And with Fernandez more of the threat on the left side of the New York attack, Medina's found a lot of space and time to push forward from his left back position. Girotti on the ball, battling with Golding. Golding comes away with it. Golding's still in the battle. River not happy with the physicality on that play, but Guardia, our referee, sees no problem. Rojas able to win it on the turnover. Shigenobu knocks it down to Peters, who looks for Ryan. Rojas and Sosa in a heap on the ground right now. The game getting more and more physical, as you'd expect. New York trying to claw their way back in it. River Plate, not a team that really ever shies away from a battle. Down in the corner, both benches yelling for a call, none made. Rojas brings it down to the feet of Shigenobu. Excuse me, Marin. Marin tackled right at the top of the box. Great goal scoring chance here for New York. New York struggling with possession over the last few minutes. Now they have an opportunity right at the top of the box to get a shot away at the closing minutes of this first half. JP Marin, who's played most of this season up in age group with the U17, U18 team. He was here last year with that squad as an underage player at the 2015 Generation Adidas Cup, bringing his a little bit of experience here this year. We'll see what the plan is for New York. Just off to the right at the top of the box, it looks like Zach Ryan, their leading goal scorer in qualifying, is the one standing over this, the soon-to-be Stanford man. There's a right-footed delivery coming. The big wall right in front of him of River Plate players, with Rojas trying to squeeze his way into it. Ryan with the shot, looking to sneak it in to the far post rather than over the wall, but he hits the end of the wall, and it's cleared now by River Plate. Quite a hit our goal scorer Damian Shiro took on the shot. Now his teammates trying to help him get his breath back a little bit. New York seeing a great chance go away there. Zach Ryan taking over that set piece from under 25 yards out, right at the top of the box. Could not find a way to beat the wall. New York, a few moments left here. Try and find an opening for the goal. Another great free kick opportunity. Looks like once again it's Marin taken down. Ryan taking the ball back once again, but it looks like he'll go into the box. This one you'd expect to be a cross rather than a shot. Try and get bored in Ryan, as well as some of the other bigger players to move up and get into the box. Marin with the service, flicked on by a River player, and it'll go out of bounds for a corner kick. New York, another opportunity. We saw this on the flip side for River, a few set pieces and corner kicks in a row leading to their goal. Can New York do the same minutes before the end of the half? Chris Gloucester going over to take it, the U17 residency player to be. You'd expect the left-footed service from the left back, the in-swinger. Looks like Golding moving forward for this one in the box. Ball played into the far post, still alive. Ryan trying to turn and get on top of it. It's still alive in the box and cleared eventually by River. Now River on the counterattack. Seconds left in this first half. And Shiro's touch is too long and out of bounds. River handled the defensive duties well and keep New York off the scoreboard for the end of the first half. A tight first half between these two teams. River Plate, numerous opportunities for about a 5-minute stretch and finally getting the breakthrough in the end by Damian Shiro in the 26th minute. New York, a few great opportunities. Omir Fernandez with the best of them, failing to score so far, but still 35 minutes to go. We'll be back here on MLSsoccer.com with all of your second half action in about 10 minutes. Two teams out and ready to begin the second half of action here for the last game on the second day of the 2016 Generation Adidas Cup, the group stage. David Goss here on MLSsoccer.com. New York Red Bulls trailing River Plate of Buenos Aires 1-0. A 26th minute goal conceded, but New York good at opportunities to close out the first half to try and get a win. This would be a big result for both teams as it would set them up to be on top of the group. New York falling in a PK shootout to LA, but LA only beating Aspire today in a PK shootout, and so New York could still jump them with a victory. Zach Ryan off the kick, tries to get to the end line. Slide tackle made, still alive. Seems a little bit of dangerous play playing on the ground, but we continue through. Guardia, our head referee, Luis Guardia, right on top of that play along with his fellow linesman. New York looking to start this second half early with some energy, try and get that goal. Vincent Borden making the deep run. Shigenobu, Gloucester with the cross. Second ball down on the top of the box. Sosa losing out to Marin. Rojas trying to keep it alive. New York closing well early on here in the second half to win possession back. Ryan able to turn, but then eventually guided away expertly by Matias Sanchez. New York taking some time to push some numbers forward. Someone gets knocked out once again. New York coming out here with some energy. We saw in our first stream of the championship division, FC Dallas and Valencia going into the locker room tied at zeros, and Dallas coming out scoring immediately in the second half in our first stream of the first Atletico Paranaense with 3 goals in an opening 7-minute span of the second half. New York the best chance to open up the first half from Fernandez. 2 good looks for him, couldn't finish it, and eventually Shiro got the goal, his first of the competition. River Plate team coming in with high expectations as the foul goes against them. Marin standing over this one to take it. Tough work there, Barajas able to come away from it. Trying to get by a pair of defenders, he does. Puts the cross in, but it's blocked immediately. Bograd with the header to the side. Gloucester eventually clips it away. River Plate has a player down behind the play. It looks like Girotti, the starting forward. Marin, good feet there. Gets by another. Fernandez trying to turn. He can't. Peters gets tripped up. We saw New York get a similar opportunity from a similar position in the first half, as Gloucester goes over to shake hands with Girotti after the play. So JP Marin here, standing over this one. It was Zach Ryan last time. Definitely distance potential to shoot or clip it to that far post. Chip it as well down the middle in one of those situations where you flick it on past the goalkeeper. The wall out in front of him. Marin goes low, flicked on, still alive. Borden gets the header, a second header, and it's in. Not the cleanest goal, but it doesn't matter, as New York gets themselves level. William Rojas, I think, with the final touch on that one. He gets his first goal in open play of the tournament. New York coming out of the halftime whistle with a lot of energy, pushing for that goal, and they eventually get it. Marin with the low free kick. It goes up off a River Plate defender. Borden wins the header to keep it alive. And Rojas with the headed ball off the hands of Juan Rojas and in for New York. Can New York keep up the pressure and push themselves forward to a 2-1 lead here? We are all square with what should be a phenomenal last 30 minutes of action of this second day of Generation Adidas Cup action. We've seen some great play around the field throughout the day. Collision there. River able to keep possession. JP Marin all over the ball here in the second half. Fernandez gets it caught under his own feet. Where Fernandez recently committing his future to Wake Forest University. Top soccer program in the country. Home to former Herman Trophy winner Marcus Tracy, of course. This one knocked out for a River Plate throw-in. Even first 20 minutes. River Plate dominating the last 15 minutes of the first half, including their goal. New York coming out here. Just about the first 5 minutes of this second half. All over River, getting the tying goal there off of William Rojas. Rojas scored in the penalty kick shootout against LA. It was the third shooter coming off the bench in that one. Starting here today, replacing Ben Mines. Is out due to the red card suspension. Rojas now on the ball. Marin plays him down the wing. Good 1-2 between them. And Marin held up there by Aguirre. Aguirre's hand stretched out, but no call made. The Red Bulls bench not happy with that one. New York Red Bulls, one of the most successful teams in Major League Soccer when it comes to bringing homegrowns up through their system and into their first team. Of course, Juan Agudelo, a Red Bull homegrown player. They just signed 7 coming out of the latest college season into this season. Homegrowns. Derek Etienne, who played with their USL team last year, came through this academy. Tyler Adams, a homegrown player who skipped college, stuck with New York. Will be a first team as well as a USL player this year. As the shot comes away, Alex Muil and Brandon Allen, part of that program. Dan Metzger, a player on there. Red Bull Sioux team, Sean Davis as well. List goes on and on for this team, one of the few clubs that's been able to consistently push players into the first team, along with the club whose grounds we are on right now, FC Dallas, who got a 2-0 win last night, starting a few homegrowns, including Jesse Gonzalez in goal and Victor Ulloa in the midfield. Girati with the cross played into the far post. It gets stuck in the feet there for Peters and eventually cleaned up by Illen. Looks like an injury as well on that far side, our goal scorer, Shiro. This is supposed to be the coldest day of the competition. Temperature sitting just south of 40 degrees. Supposed to heat up all the way until 80 degrees on Thursday for the semifinals. Rojas there, able to turn. Continuing to be a gnat in the side of this River Plate team. Facundo Medina, I said, spending a lot of time getting up into the attack in the first half. Talked about New York finding a way to maybe slow him down, and William Rojas has done that so far. Peters losing the ball, able to fight and get to it, and he's able to win a free kick deep in the corner. Good work from Peters to create something out of nothing, and basically a corner kick opportunity here for New York. So they've scored off one set piece already here in the second half. Can they make it two? Gloucester going over to take it. Deep on that left side. He won't be able to move the ball like he does with a corner kick around that circle, so it's going to be a tight angle with the flag right there. New York now with some, not committing too many numbers, but some opportunities in the box. Played at the near post and cleared away by Shiro. Gloucester now with the second opportunity. Goes for the right-footed cross. It's blocked away and it goes out for a New York throw-in. Not the opportunity they would have liked from a set piece like that. You can see the sun glaring from this far side of the field out across the field as it sets here in Frisco. River Plate making their first substitution of the game. It looks like Shiro going off on the far side. Borden able to lay it off. Marin goes down, and the referee a decision to make. He calls the foul, and he points to away, not to the spot, excuse me. A little overexcitement there. So a yellow card shown to the River Plate team. And a free kick right on the top of the box. It looked like it could have potentially been a penalty kick. Marcel Nicholas, number 17, coming on for River Plate up top in place of Shiro, going off due to his injury. Now another great goal-scoring chance for New York. Another set piece. J.P. Marin standing over it again. He's already created one goal from a similar situation. This one floated in a great ball, cleared away. Sanchez, the center back, with the clearance. Marin trying to keep it alive for a second opportunity, and the foul will go against him. A dangerous ball played in with some pace, handled well in the end by the River Plate defense. Borden able to turn on that one. Second ball one. Everyone on sides right now, with Sanchez playing deep behind the line. Rojas able to win the ball off him. He looks for Fernandez. Fernandez cuts back, trying to find Ryan with the cross. Good work from Fernandez. Cut out by River, and now one away. Charging up the line there. Medina and River dominating possession to close the first half. About 12, 13 minutes into the second half here, and they barely had any of the ball. Girotti and Shiro now going off. Very few touches in the attacking half, and it's funny to see now here for the second half, the team with the wind against them controlling possession. New York bringing it to a next level here in the second half. Trying to push all the way through and get what would be a huge regulation win to set themselves up for a potential semifinal appearance. The four group winners, as well as the two best the best second place team, will head into the semifinals in the championship division. Bogdan a step too late. Gloucester now one-on-one, trying to stay in front of Nicholas. And what a recovery there for New York. Bograd missing that first clearance and getting all the way back and blocking the shot. Throw in once again for River. Nicholas finally getting a couple touches after coming off the bench. Borden trying to clear for Ryan. Switch of the field, miss hit. Shigenobu, and now Ryan flicks it on over his own back. Marin Goes shoulder to shoulder. No call made. Mateo Martinez coming away with the clean tackle, says our referee, Luis Guardia. Rojas able to ride. Looks like Molina off the ball there and win it away. New York yet to make a substitution, just the one for River Plate. 20 minutes left to go here in the second half. I remind you, 35-minute halves here at the Generation Adidas Cup. If we finish tied after regulation, we head to a penalty kick shootout immediately. The winner receiving 2 points, the loser receiving 1 point. New York falling in the first matchup against the LA Galaxy in penalty kicks. River Plate yet to go to a penalty kick shootout in this competition. Medina with the cross. Ilin able to clean that one up. Hasn't had much work to do in the second half. Got a finger to the goal in the first half, but it could only push it off the post and in. Most of the other shot opportunities for River were easily taken from outside the box for Ilin. Peters trying to guide that one out. Girotti able to keep it in. And then knocked away. Federico Girotti, the Argentine striker, a goal in their first match. Looking for what would be a go-ahead goal here in the second half. River trying to find the same score line, 2-1 once again. We have both champions from last season's two divisions facing off here on Field 4 to close out the second day of competition. One of the highlighted matches of the group stage, and it's lived up to it so far. These two teams going toe-to-toe. FC Dallas putting on a show on this field on the first day. Now New York trying to match that. As this one comes in, and Girotti with the header wide of that near post. River growing in confidence now over the last 5 minutes after New York dominated the opening stages of this second half. Cross played in there by Degaldillo. Substitution made now for River. Coming on here, Luca Giuliano. So 2 substitutions made. You are allowed to make 5 substitutions per game, but only in 3 separate stoppages. So you cannot make 5 substitutions 5 separate times. At some point, you have to make 2 or 3 at the same time to keep this game moving. It looks like that cross for Girotti's chance is going to be the last part of the game that Delgadillo will be a part of, as he's the man being replaced. Shiro as well, the goal scorer, coming off earlier with an injury. Borden posting his man up and then winning that header for the flick on. River looking to take advantage of some space. A couple bodies go to ground, but we continue to play on it. Now the referee calls it back. Right on top of that one, allowing 2 teams to play on. Ferreira brought down right on the top of the box. A dangerous opportunity now. Bograd with the foul call against him. A committee of River Plate players standing over this one, potentially discussing how to structure a constitution and attacks form, or deciding who's going to take this set piece. The right-footed shot over the crossbar, quickly taken with not much of a run-up. It looks like it was Giuliano, the substitute, on that shot. Ferreira, the one taking that shot. Ferreira, the number 10. He and Molino active in the first half, the two attacking midfielders. Not a lot of touches. Molino there, missing out on the ball. Was all over the field. A presence. Floating out wide right and picking up the ball in the middle as well. Has not had the impact in the second half. Marin here on the ball. Gonna play it in the path of Rojas. Rojas, a chance to cross. Borden leaves it, and Fernandez had made the run to the end line. Fernandez now is able to keep it alive. A second chance to cross it. Played in, falls at the feet in the box. Cleared away. Shigenobu can't beat his man to it. Gloucester trying to keep it alive. He turns it over, and Shigenobu cleans it up. Peters down the line. Borden, the long cross played in. Ryan trying to flick it on, and he can't get any clean contact to it at the near post. Huge opportunity there for New York against the run of play to try and get the lead. Rojas once again, almost everything good offensively in this second half has come through William Rojas on that right side, including the lone goal. He cut that one back. Borden, you could understand the idea from a tough angle, letting it run through, but Omir Fernandez had made the hard run on the far post, and there was no one left to clean it up. The center back, Aguirre, down on the ground, limping a little as well as tying his shoe, it looks like. And he gets helped off the field. What a matchup this has been. The Argentine Giants, River Plate, the winners of the championship division last year, in a toe-to-toe heavyweight battle with the New York Red Bulls academy team, as Aguirre now is waved back onto the field. Both these teams have dominated long stretches of this game. We've seen even play at other times. Big goal-scoring chances, both sides. Girotti with a header just wide of the crossbar, and then Rojas squaring that one across the face of goal that no one could knock in. The Columbus Crew SC got knocked off by Villarreal earlier today, and no MLS team in the championship division has beaten international competition today except for the LA Galaxy, that one in penalty kicks against Aspire Academy. Aspire Academy, the Qatari representation here for the second year in a row. This is the third year with international competition being invited to the GA Cup. Before that, it was only MLS competition. It's brought a new wrinkle, different opportunity to this tournament. So this one's squared to the top of the box. Molina looking for an opening. Lays it back to Martinez. Martinez trying to find space to cross. Borden able to close up all that space with his big presence and knock it out for a throw-in. Approaching 60 minutes here. Just about 10 minutes left to play. This one brought down the shot, and it's in. I said it, Javier Molina, not a presence as much here in the second half. Settles that ball in the top of the box, and a rocket through a group of bodies, and nothing Elin could do about that one as it finds the back of the net. Another gorgeous goal for River Plate here in this competition, and they are back up, this time 2-1 here with about 10 minutes to go in the second half. River take the lead for the second time. Molina does a good job to settle it, gets his laces through it as it bounces up off the grass, but eventually finds its way through a host of bodies and in. Now River back on the counter. New York have about 10 minutes now to tie this one up and can only hope once again for a penalty kick. Shootout. Gloucester and the interception there. Not time to panic for New York. They've created chances in the run of play. You don't want to take any unnecessary risks too early. Shigenobu almost puts that one in his own goal. Shiroti's denied. Ilin's coming back with a big save after giving up the goal. Shiroti with the header down, but he is called for a foul. And a big save there from Samuel Ilin to keep his team in the game just moments after giving up the second goal. Molina now playing with confidence after that goal. He gets through two Red Bull defenders. Eventually cleared away by Peters. Looks like New York readying their first substitution of the game. Bratislav Petkovic, it looks like he's getting ready to come on. We'll see who the change is for. Molina down the line. Good move from Nicholas to get by the first defender. Golding able to recover, get a touch to it, and then Peters to clear. Cleaned up by Sosa. And cleared away by Golding. Ryan trying to let that ball run. Sanchez reads that very well, going on that run, and eventually free kick will go against him. Peters here to take the set piece. 26th minute, River Plate took a 1-0 lead. Shiro with his first goal of the competition. He was able to knock one in off the fingertips of Ilin. New York came out in the second half, their hair on fire, pushing, creating numerous goal-scoring chances, putting River Plate under pressure before finally getting the breakthrough. Another messy goal, this one scored by William Rojas, his first of the competition as well. And then Javier Molina settling that ball on the top of the box and ripping the volley through a group of defenders and in to give River Plate a 2-1 lead. A huge collision in the midfield. Card coming, questionable what the color will be. And it's a yellow card for Santiago Sosa. That one right in front of the referee. And a dangerous foul here in the 63rd. And the sub coming now. And it will be the goal scorer, William Rojas, coming off. Bratislav Petkovic now coming on. See if they change up the formation at all or go like for like. Ball played in towards Petkovic. Shigenobu now with the second ball, sitting on top of the box. New York trying to keep it alive. That foul will go against Shigenobu. If River Plate's able to hang on here, they'll go top of the group on 6 points. The LA Galaxy currently sitting in first place on 4 points. New York, the 1 point for the PK loss in that game against LA. They'd love to get to PKs once again here, would keep their first place chances alive. Medina on the far side was a attacking threat all first half. Hasn't had opportunities to get forward here in the second half. He was able to earn a free kick here. Slow the game down a little bit for River Plate. They're in no rush to keep things going. So we have substitutions, 2 here coming for River Plate. Santiago Sosa has gone off. So it looks like our goal scorer, Javier Molina, will come out, as does Sosa with an injury. River Plate making 2 changes. Coming on, Nicolas Ariel, as well as Chocobar Gabriel. Gabriel immediately getting on the ball. New York can't clear. The attack staying alive, cross to the far post and headed away by New York. Peters making the run up the right side. He's got space in front of him. Pushes out wide to Petkovic. Petkovic, his first touch after coming on. Trying to get to the end line. Gets the cross away. Intercepted by River Plate. No one to clear to, and Marin now will keep it in. JP Marin set up the first goal. Can New York do it again? Shigenobu coming off that USU 18 call-up just a few months ago. Another poised performance from him in midfield. He's able to escape by 2 before losing possession. Girotti coming all the way back to help out. And now a free kick going against New York. A bad mistake there, as River had turned the ball over in open space in the middle of the field. Matias Sanchez is now down. A few injuries for River. A few players have gone behind our broadcast booth to go get some medical attention already in this game. Damian Shiro going out with an injury after his goal, as well as Santiago Sosa. Shiro, the opening goal in the 26th. William Rojas with the tying goal. And Javier Molina with what right now is the game-winning goal. Girotti trying to waste some time and stay in possession. New York able to win it back. Gloucester up the field to Ryan. Ryan knocks it back to the feet of Marin. Shigenobu with some time and space. Now he looks to switch play. Over the top towards Petkovic. Sanchez and Petkovic now in a battle. Peters comes in and finally makes the tackle, but knocks it out of bounds. As we approach the 68th minute of play, 35-minute half, so this game regulation will end at 70 plus stoppage time. Out now for New York. Not a lot of opportunity left now for a potential tying goal to try and force this game into a penalty kick shootout and earn at least a point. Girotti trying to get to his right foot. He gets the shot away, but wide of the near post. Ilin now trying to go quickly. Not much time left for New York as the sun sets across Toyota Soccer Center on the second day of GA Cup competition. New York trying to keep their hopes alive for a first place group finish. Ryan gets it knocked away. Marin back to Ryan. To the feet of Peters now. Peters able to beat 2 defenders. Fernandez lays it off to Ryan. This touch just a bit too long. And it's knocked out of bounds by River. Just a minute left here of regular time. New York trying to get the ball into the box. That one goes off of Peters. A huge play for River Plate. River Plate winning their first game 2-1 against Aspire, leading 2-1 here once again. This time against the New York Red Bulls. It's been a strong matchup. Both these teams going toe-to-toe. A mistake there. Fernandez trying to pounce on it, and River Plate able to get away from it. A dangerous pass across the top of their own box, the River Plate back line. And Fernandez trying to get another good look. He had a good goal-scoring look in the first half that he pulled wide. Hasn't gotten any looks himself here in the second half. outside of FC Dallas. No MLS team has beaten international competition in open play so far in the championship division. New York looked like they'd have an opportunity after scoring here in the 46th. Dominant in the first 15 minutes of the second half. And now it looks like River Plate might be able to see this one out. They took a 1-0 lead. New York made it 1-1, was pushing forward for that second goal. And then River Plate slowed the game, got back in possession, and Javier Molina gave them a moment of brilliance to put them up 2-1. Fernandez trying to create one more chance for New York. Marin turns out of pressure. Down the line towards Ryan. Ryan can't keep in possession, but they do earn a throw in for New York. Throw into the middle of the field to Borden. Borden coming forward from his center back position. Shigenobu with the shot, and it goes high and wide. And that might be it for New York. New York knocking that ball around here as we are into stoppage time. Luis Guardia, our head referee, with that clock up on his wrist, the only one to know. Stick to MLSsoccer.com for all of your updated fixtures and standings, as well as highlights